Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns. In the last episode, we completed 1-5, where we found a bunch of barrels, and 1-6, where we found a bunch of minecarts. Or at least one minecart, anyway. And we could move on to the boss from here, but there's this sparkly shiny thing over here, which is a secret level. Well, the secret level for World 1. This is 1K Platform Panic, and we must do this one first, or at least we will do this one first. Also, it has a different background from the rest of World 1, or the levels in World 1, that is. The secret levels are kind of in a league of their own. If you're expecting this to be about the difficulty of a regular World 1 level, you are in for a rude awakening, believe me. These are the Key Temple levels, at least I think that's what K stands for. I don't remember. I may have found that in the manual, but I don't remember where exactly I found that. These are very difficult levels. In this case, the gimmick of this one is platforms constantly popping up and sinking back down. Also, hey, banana coins. Free banana coins. Free cheese trees. But yeah, basically, think of these levels as World 9, more or less. There is an actual World 9. Oh, hey, and I got an extra life because I jumped on 8 enemies. Good opportunity to demonstrate that. Actually, this level is pretty good for racking up the banana coins and lives by jumping on enemies. And there's puzzle piece number 2. The thing about the Key Temple levels, though, is they're not only difficult, they don't have any checkpoints, which is, again, whoops. That is not how you get that puzzle piece, by the way. But it'll give me an opportunity to say what I was going to say. Starting back from the beginning of the level. None of the Key Temple levels have any checkpoints. And that, I must say, is a game design philosophy that I really hate. A lot of the modern games have been doing it. The new Super Mario Bros. Games have the same issue, and why? Just why? Oh, hey, we broke 100 banana coins. I mean, for one thing, the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country game never pulled that crap on you. I mean, they had some tough secret levels for sure. If you haven't watched my Donkey Kong Country, or my LP of Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3, or anyone else's for that matter, they definitely had some tough bonus levels, but even they still at least gave you midpoints. Even Rip Curl Reef and I still don't get the puzzle piece. Wow, that sucked. Oh yeah, speaking of levels that I'll die a lot on, these. At least so far all of my deaths have just been trying to get a secret thing. But yeah, I mean, even the worst levels in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, the ones that were supposed to be the most difficult ones in the game, they still give you checkpoints. Because they knew, or at least I hope they knew, how much it sucks to repeat an entire level from the beginning, especially one this difficult, because you made one slight slip up at the end of the level. There's just no excuse for that, really. I mean, yeah, I know, it technically makes the level harder. It makes the level harder in a way that's not fun, is the thing. And it would be certainly difficult and challenging enough to be fun without the checkpoint issue. Okay, got it, got out, and survived. And now we have platforms coming in from the top of the level. Also, in case you were wondering, those spiky-looking gemstone things are indeed spikes, and they won't insta-kill you, but they do deal damage, so case in point. And remember what I said about how easy it is to rack up banana coins and lives in this level? Well, I suppose it helps with the difficulty. Thing is, though, this level actually would be pretty fun. This is definitely one of the more fun secret levels in the game. But that checkpoint issue just does not make me want to ever play this level again, really, for the most part, after completing it the first time. Also, now we're getting tricky, but we've reached the end. And we have a mysterious turquoise orb. That actually wasn't too bad. I think the only times I died were trying to get that one puzzle piece. Also, all of the Key Temple stages have exactly 5 puzzle pieces. And since that went relatively quickly, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the boss stage as well. I never quite decided how I should split up the last few levels in a world. Like if I should do the secret level along with the boss, or if there are an odd number of levels in a world, because every world in this game does not have the same number of levels. But anyway, moving on to 1B, Mugly's Mound. Yeah, like I said, this level is actually pretty fun if you can get around the whole checkpoint thing. They really should fix that in the third, if they make a third new Donkey Kong Country game, because if you haven't guessed, they didn't in the second one, and if anything, it's even worse in Tropical Freeze, because the secret levels in that game are actually longer. But enough about the level we don't have to worry about anymore. Let's move on to the boss, and hey, cutscene! And bananas. Now what the heck is that thing? That is our boss. And naturally, it's eating all of our bananas, so we are mad at it. But, hello there, Tiki. I believe this Tiki is supposed to be based off a kalimba. It really doesn't look much like a kalimba, but anyway, it hypnotizes the thing, goes behind it, and we have ourselves a boss battle. Hello, Mugly. You charge us, we jump on you. Charge us again, we jump on you again! Yeah, it is the first boss, so of course it's not that difficult. Interesting thing is, because all of the Tikis are based on musical instruments, oh, also, he hit him 3 times, so now he turns orange, and I believe gains a new attack each time. He takes 9 hits, so he'll have 3 colors. But if you didn't notice, all of the Tikis are based on musical instruments. And if you pay close attention, you can actually hear that musical instrument in the boss music for that corresponding Tiki, as well as the hypnotism music that they use. Also, don't land on those shockwaves, they'll hurt you, if you haven't guessed that already. And yeah, now Mugly's mad and red. But we can still jump on him. That was 8. I don't actually remember if he gets a new attack after changing to red. More shockwaves? We can deal with that. Jump over them. And final blow. Ooh. I kind of feel sorry for the bosses in this game. Like, probably most of them weren't even evil to begin with. They were just being hypnotized by these stupid Tiki things. But in any case, now, if we jump up to the Tiki, shake the Wii remote! You don't actually get anything for doing that, but Donkey Kong does punch him more times. It doesn't affect anything, it's just a nice little thing you can do, I guess. And we got 22 hits. Not bad. So with that, World 1 is complete. Well, except for a few missing puzzle pieces. But I'm not counting those. And Mugly's abode kind of falls apart. So with that, we can move on to World 2, the beach. And we can go back and forth between Worlds 1 and 2. Looks nice and peaceful, and hey, the music is remixed with some steel drums and whatnot now. But we will worry about that next time. We already did two levels in this episode, so we will take on 2-1 in the next one. I will see you then.